Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Company of Heroes 2, General's Gentlemen International Casting Edition Deluxe. Wow.
That dude, I would pay a premium price for what you have just described. Sounds pretty sick. Yes, indeedy. Once again, casting across the waters. You were saying?
I was admiring Barton's capping order. I mean, look where this engineer is going. He's looking straight for the feel in the house, it would seem. Also insta-locking the Dushkas with the Lend-Lease.
Yeah, it's pretty baller. I dig that. I like baller plays. It's a good way to open up.
We were just discussing the patch notes, because we casted the last game without even knowing the patch came out. I've also been playing KOTOR, by the way. I didn't even know that the patch came out. And our concerns are the snipers for the Soviets. Like, we hope they haven't made them OP. And this is a great map for sniper. Combining that with the Dushka, it could be a pretty deadly combination.
Yeah, this is going to be a good taster tester of whether the Soviet sniper is actually at.
Yeah, I did get some nerfs. I just think the buffs to it are actually more of a buff than it had previously. Like, the fact that it's now a one-man sniper team is going to be so much more responsive and reliable.
Yeah. I think Soviet's going to use that much more now, which would be cool to see.
So the engineer's getting the house for the Volks. Yeah, it's hard for them to trade. The conscripts, they're going to be moving up as well. So this early capping order's worked out pretty well. He's got the bottom left fuel. Of course, doesn't have the right side fuel. Nice wire here by Luvnest will be wiring away his opponent's heavy cover position on that fuel.
Yeah, this works out really nicely. I'm happy with it. The Volks are actually gonna run off and look for a VP cap, but hopefully they're gonna run into combat engineers here and looks at things. Sorry, we're running to conscripts here. Hopefully the conscripts will actually just look for this engagement as soon as they finish capping.
Yeah, he's boarding the sandbags. The con's gonna have a bit of extra damage until he completes it. It's always a hard decision to make in that situation. Is, do I finish the sandbags, or do I just try and fight without it? Because, you know, if you're building those sandbags, you can get a bad volley and lose a bunch of morals because of that building, the penalty that you get.
Yeah. I don't know why the conscripts are looking for a flank here and not just going to try and force off one squad. Maybe he's worried about... I don't know what he's worried about, to be honest. Like, or something coming out, but...
Well, the MG requires battle group.
But requires battle group, yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. You notice that's why I said that very quietly, as I realized the error of my mistake.
Yeah.
You just kind of trail off and you hope no one notices it, and then your casting partner throws you under the bus. So
you can blame me, because in my mod the MG doesn't require battle group.
Yes, yeah. It's cool. So this is a fairly decent engagement for the conscripts. They will find a good angle on the Volks and kind of hand a flank as well. I'm shocked Luvnest didn't use this topside Volks to just flank these conscripts, and I don't know why he's taking this heavy cover versus heavy cover engagement. I don't think it's very beneficial for him. I suppose this is pulling reinforcements, and yeah, you're right. There was another Volk squad built, like 4 Volks, so I guess in that regard it does make sense. And these Strum Pioneers are getting a lot of work done in the on the right hand side, capping all the way up. What were they building? Was that a shoe mine? Yeah. Nasty. Yeah. It's kind of covered by the box too.
Volks also will generally do better at long range versus the conscripts. So he did end up losing a lot of cons there. The Volks almost got wiped. One model retreated. Barton also, you know, having lost a bit of the map now. The VP is ticking below for him. More strat points are held by Luvnest. He doesn't even have a tier 1 yet, but he does have the Flamer on the field, but the map this open is kind of hard to get good engagements with the Flamer.
Yeah, I didn't see it going well. It will give Garrison denying, but I mean, Luvnest isn't playing Garrisons. Luvnest is playing out in the open.
Yeah, it's useful when the Volks are building sandbags on all the points. You can just blob up to them with conscripts and force them out of the sandbags. The middle as well, you see sandbags there often. There's a fair bit of cover around the middle, but the left side, short of you know, that sandbag position there and sort of of custom sandbags, it's easy to force them off because, you know, you walk around negative cover a lot of the time. We may merge here with conscripts. That would be sick to see.
Yeah, we might actually get a merge coming in. It's been a while since I've seen a good merge, but Doesn't end up happening. I swear you were like the only guy that used merges. Back
I'm
in the
still
day,
waiting for
you
the
remember?
merge
Like,
compilation.
sorry,
I will pay many dollars to someone who comes out with a tooth fresh with a PH 2018 merge compilation. I'd watch that.
yes, yeah.
But like, so long as the merges are used in a way that means it results in like a squad wipe or winning an
Winning
engagement or something.
So yeah.
Or you like merge a Ziskan and then the Ziskan blows up a tank that it wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
Those are what I live for. I wake up every morning and go, I hope we see like this. No, he actually didn't go for it because the engineers were getting too low.
Yeah.
I think he was looking for the merge. Good thing he didn't go for it because he may have lost the cons.
Yeah, it was close. I think that might have just worked out without dropping the conscripts, but that's the worst thing, and we've seen that happen as well. After you do, whoever it is, after they do the greatest merge compilation, the greatest fail merge compilation of 2018.
I want that even more. I want a merge fail compilation.
We
That
just
would be so sick.
you lose squads, so
You also get that with like capping support weapons.
Yeah.
Is en route to capping a support weapon, you lose 3 models and you
Yeah.
lose the squad. And you're like, fuck. That's the worst feeling.
yeah. So there are jobs out there in KOTU video creation world. If people are interested, get into it. We're keen to see these things.
Well, we are seeing the shoe mines get swept. 2 of them should go down here. The one on the right getting swept, I think. The one on the cutoff, as long as it gets capped by the engineers with the minesweeper, should be okay. But Jishka's now on the field. Luvnest is going for a flak half track. He has to be careful with the Jishkas because they have some pretty good AP when they use that armor-piercing rounds.
Yes, indeed. But still, the flak I think a good choice here. Like knowing the Dushkas are there, and so it's like it's MGs without tier 2, so you might as well punish that.
Now this is the I think it was May 18th. The update just came out. Oh, the conscripts may go down. The Volk's got to retarget that one. Yep,
So
down goes the
and,
conscripts.
we'll find the wipe. Success. And falls off the Dushka in the same engagement. This is pretty fantastic. Double Dushka getting forced off, and Luvnest is going to be happy about that. Still kind of retains 50% map control and forces off pretty the strongest point in Barton's composition when he has, Dushkas, when he starts getting the Dushkas out.
Yeah, and it's hard to use Dushkas offensively against vehicles. They're only going to work defensively against those. The flak half track is delayed in this update by, I think it's 5 fuel, because you have less starting fuel.
Yes.
So
Yeah, right.
a little bit more balanced in this. What I want to shout out though, I loved how Barton on the right side, he had a mine that was placed behind the sandbags on that VP. So he was obviously expecting Luvnest to take the heavy cover while capping the VP, which he
Right.
did, and he blew up the mine. So it's sort of a reliable way to get your opponent to tag a couple of mines is if you just put them behind sandbags in good
pretty cool.
positions where your opponent builds the sandbags.
Yeah, it seems smart. I like it. Righty. Flak half track going to back away now. With the Dushka setting up, that's a smart move. Get how good Dushkas do against squads in heavy cover. Seems like okay.
Yeah, they're rather powerful, and he still has that flamer around, but the conscript's the engineer's getting a bit too low here.
Yeah, unfortunately can't pull Dushka models to merge with these combat engineers.
Oh,
so-
he may lose the engineers. Oh my god.
Oh, no, they're good, they're good.
It was a good retarget there.
Yeah.
I love Ness. He was focusing the engineers.
Dude, the Volks didn't get suppressed. Neither of these squads behind heavy cover actually got suppressed. The Dushkas
Yeah.
had a bad times, and yeah, they both actually got forced off there and dropped more models than they probably wanted to. So, unfortunate.
Barton going for his tier 3. He has the engineer squad. He could go for a flame half track, but I mean with he really wants a T70 for this flak half track because a flame half tracks are good against good for wiping stuff, but you don't exactly want to pit them versus another vehicle.
No, works out less well. Also going to have access to the incendiary grenades now. We'll Luvnest. Requiring the supply half track first.
That's his second truck, so he's had them for a while.
Oh, is it really?
He's already
Oh
the battle
god,
group.
yeah. No, he's already built the battle group, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
I'm ignore how slow I am on the update this early in the morning. So
Yeah.
your birthday present to
I-
me, viewers, is to forgive my lapses. Yeah. What are you
Or
saying?
send him more energy drinks.
Yeah, that works as well. Either is good. You can leave a nasty, mean comment below on YouTube and send me energy drinks, or leave a nice "You're awesome, Blake" comment and energy drinks then optional. Okay, this flag is doing decently. We'll probably force the scripts out of the building. As I said, I'm surprised that we didn't see a sniper this game. That we saw Barton just go straight into the Dushkas. Maybe with the build order, it just doesn't work out nicely in terms of manpower investment, like how much manpower you want when you hit 2 CPs, like you want 2 Dushkas out. I'm not really sure. It seems like a well planned out build order though.
Yeah, it leaves him without tier 2 for the Zisk gun, which I think he really wants to have at some point. So it is the T70 being built now. The Dushka actually popped the AP ammo. It did a bit of damage to the flak half track, but you really have to be inattentive to lose the flak half track when you have that insta-pop smoke. 35 munitions though, so it is costly popping that. It will delay some STGs. He hasn't had to yet though.
Risk reward on smoke popping? Question mark?
Yeah,
question
okay,
mark?
look at the T70. The flak half track's already wounded. Decides the Volks though, doesn't go for the dive. Instead going for the wounded Volks. They were looking for a foul, so they may just die in the process.
Yeah, I dig that. The T70 is actually going on the chase here. It might be worth going on the chase to get the Faust if the T70 wasn't a crazy good unit. Kills one squad, forced off the other one, and like surely this is the point where he does go for a bit of dive pressure.
It's a bait though, because he has the Ricketten. So it's good bait by
Right,
Luvnest.
yeah.
Barton doesn't fall for it. Yeah, remember when the T70 got nerfed? It got its damage like halved? That happened once.
That was a thing.
Oh, the shoe mine's gonna blow up the Sturms.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Nice
Well, no, it'll blow up the
retreat.
T70.
Oh, how did that miss? That
There's
was
another
crazy.
deep shoe mine where the engineers are, but they swept it. Yeah, I was surprised by the lack of detonation there.
Yeah, that was very close.
Oh
Whoa!
my god!
I think that was a well-timed retreat by Luvnest, just as he dropped the model. But yeah.
There's so many shoe mines. There's another one just below that VP in the center. So Luvnest has been really active with these mines. I guess he's had double munis for certainly some part of the game, so he's able to do that, not losing a lot of his SCGs out. He also has Obers now. He's going for an LMG, so that's going to be really good on this map. A lot of long-range engagements. I think we also may have seen a con squad wipe because there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, potentially. Or was it only 2 con? Or was it 3 con? No, I can't remember.
Units. You lost the conscript squad.
Yeah, it was a con
you-
squad. Good call, good call.
So there was 2 of us and we both managed to miss it. It probably was during something, like during a T70
Yeah,
chase or something
I think
like
I was watching that central engagement. I was and trying to work out how the T70 managed to avoid a shoe mine. So
that. Great mystery.
yeah.
So the VPs are already low for Barton. It's not a good start on this map.
Yeah, 300
This is a map
not great.
like Lungers where VPs are very important. I mean, VPs are obviously important in every map, but there are some maps where they're more important than others.
This is
And I think yeah, I think generally the more open a map is, the later the late games go. Well, Barton has a fair bit of munitions, a fair bit of manpower. So he actually called down the allied supply drop, so he will have an extra bit of fuel. But what does he go for though? He has some options here. He could go for, he's actually going to go for a Zisk gun already. Go for another T70. Okay, so now I don't mind that because he's got a Zisk gun out and he's got the Dushkas against this flak half track. So really he has a fair bit of time until a P4 shows up, which I guess isn't that much time given Luvnest's amount of resources. Going for another Zisk gun I think he'll need though, but 2 T70s and 2 Zisk guns, I think he'll be in a good spot.
Should be enough. So will be a lot of the split pressure if nothing else. It would be nice if we can see the flak go down. Double T70 taking that out before Luvnest comes on the field with a medium tag. That would be awesome. Good timing pressure though. You do have to worry about the Raketin, and as we've already seen, Luvnest has been active in the shoe mine pressure department. So the shoe mine was cleared, by the way, as well. Did it blow up, or was that, that was cleared?
Oh, Flamer Engineers went down. They were trying to 1v1 the Volks, but they just did way too much damage there on that right VP. So there's a P4 being built now. Barton, he can afford another Zis gun soon, so he'll be okay. So the flak half track finally being repaired. For a long time, it was about half health. Double fuel currently though. So combining with that fuel drop, he's going to have a lot of Shermans available.
Yes. Yeah, once he structures up, we'll be able to go for those, which is nice. It was going to be a Raketin, but replacing the Vol Squad instead is the choice from Luvnest.
Wait, Dishkas have sprint still.
Really?
They removed sprint on the 50 cal, and I'm guessing the Maxim. I think they did it ages ago. But the Dishka still has sprint. That's so weird.
Yeah, that is odd. I didn't see it sprint, but yeah, I'll take your word for it. That's odd that they didn't take that off. Sprint on MGs
click on it.
Dumb.
Yeah, and it makes even less sense for the Dishka. So basically, when the Maxim was being
I think
nerfed,
my game might have crashed.
Your what?
My game might have crashed.
Oh no!
Bad, man.
Okay, well, I'll pause it.
Oh no, wait, no. 33, 34, 35, 36.
I'm at 45,
38,
so just keep...
39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45,
46, 47.
Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool.
Dave, bro, what did you do? Did you just like...
No, I don't know. I didn't do anything. It just decided, it like literally just froze, and then it just started up again. I'm like, okay then. Sounds like a plan. I'm glad that fixed itself though. Since when do PC problems fix themselves? That's not how this is supposed to work. We're supposed to crash. I'm supposed to have a hard time editing.
Maybe it's because you're using my PC, and my PC actually works as intended, unlike your PC. Oh, well, this T70 is going down on the right side for sure.
Yeah, it's super dead. Raketin gets the last shot off, and T70's finished off. We saw a Vol Squad go down earlier as well, just before I decided to break Company Furies 2.
Good one.
Not that patch notes haven't already broken Company Furies 2 a lot of times, but I broke it in this particular instance.
So the
T70 down is nice. Yeah.
The Raketin almost was out of the T70 was almost out of the Raketin arc, but it was close. But either way, it's gone down, and that was the most vet one, I believe, too. So now that's a good pickup there by Luvnest. Only one T70 left. There's no tier 4 structure, so the M4C Sherman is still a while off. Yeah, so I remember when I was working on the what is it, the winter balance preview, whatever patch I was involved with, we nerfed the Maxims, but Jishka's was out of the scope. And so, like, right. Well, I mean, the Jishka is exactly the same as a Maxim, but way better. Can we nerf the Jishka as well? But we couldn't. Back then, Relic was really stingy with the scope, and now that they have opened it up a lot. So,
that's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. But it's sort of weird that the changes that were applied to the Maxim weren't also applied to the Jishka. I think it actually got nerfed though later on in a separate patch. But it is weird that still has sprint.
I don't like this third T70.
Wait, what? A third T70?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh my god.
I was considering M5. Like, that's what I was thinking, personally. Like, because you get the guards. I think an M5 would have been a good choice, because it's only 30 fuel, and that would actually let Barton hold a fuel point until he can get the Shermans out. I think that would be a really good choice, but I don't know about this third T70.
But the problem with the guards have the PPSHs, so they're not going to be very good here. If they were regular guards, sure. But they're like the SVT PPSH guards.
Yeah, but I was just thinking in terms of, like, they're actually, like, they would be able to deal with the Volks. And, like, there's... Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking of, like, splitting some pressure, like moving the guards around inside the half track or something. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they would.
Certainly less fuel, and you can also give that half track the quad thing.
Yes, yeah. It's the other option, but...
Well,
I was
this
just
cutoff's
thinking
been
another
taken.
squad on the field would be enough to hold this fuel point, but maybe the T-70 will achieve the same aim. I don't know
So
what he
this
plans to
flag
get
half-
done with it though.
The flag half track is it's vulnerable. There is a Raketin nearby. He's actually using the Zis Barrage 2. Gets one good shot. Yeah, this Raketin is just stealthing up to the T-70. This is nuts. Oh, I got revealed though by the engineers on retreat. So he knows where the Raketin is now.
Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate.
Okay, now the T-70 is going in because he knew that the Raketin was revealed. Let's get a shot off though.
Yeah. Right on the edge of the arc. That's a good shot. Okay, so this T-70 has to back away. The other one's getting repaired at the moment. There are double combat engineers on the field though. One is back at base currently, not doing any repairing. So
The
like,
cutoff,
Barton has the fuel, so that's kind of the point. Like,
yeah, and also as long as he has the munitions, he can convert that into the fuel. But we're still lacking the tier 4, so because he went for that T-70, so he's going to be on this tier 3 for a while. But you know, we're just using Zis guns and T-70s. I mean, he can do it. Just the P4 is going to be a threat. It's back on the field now, being fully repaired.
yeah, it took a while for
Okay.
for Luvnest to get down on that one. Yeah, it has been stealthed up. I'm pretty sure this T-70 is a couple of shots away still. So.
Well,
Will it
he
start
doesn't have
firing,
vision
or-
on that T-70.
Right,
It's just
okay.
out of it's firing now because it's revealed.
Yeah. Wow. Oh no, the T-70 gets another shot. I think it survives here.
Oh wow, he missed that one.
Yeah.
Maybe in the attack ground. I don't know. I had the wrong vision selected.
I did as
The
well.
wrong-
So
wrong play.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was. The T-70
it
was
was a-
fine there anyway.
Oh man, the dish is running through the negative cover.
It's nasty.
He's gonna get taken out here by these volts.
Gets a good setup though, but will be forced to instantly retreat. That was bad, man.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have
yeah.
suppressed. Maybe the guy on the very left of the sandbags was out of position.
Yeah, guaranteed that if that was my Dushka, it would have set up a negative cover. Unfortunate. Nice sandbags here from Luvnest, especially if we can get another one off after this. Sandbags do finish. They're also going to lose this engagement, but the sandbags are in such a fantastic position.
Yeah.
That's a worthwhile thing to get done, even if you have to retreat the bolts.
The conscripts to the south are going to have a really hard retreat path. There's the flak half track and a Panzer IV and a squad of Volks all on your cutoff. And even the Zis guns can be collapsed upon. Both T-70s though on the right side, so the P4 has to be careful if both of the Zis are set up in the right arc.
Man, this cutoff is so brutal. All of Barton's territory is to the south. He has one strap point other than this. If you look how tanked his economy is at the moment. Like +7 fuel, +11 munitions.
Plus 29 fuel for Luvnest.
Yeah.
Luvnest can afford another tank at this point. You go for a Panther if he wanted to, which he doesn't need it because he's only versing T-70s. So, I mean, going for a Stuka wouldn't be a bad choice given, all these support weapons.
Dude,
And then he can make his way.
you know what I was about to say? I was gonna make a joke and say, I bet Barton's waiting for a third T-70. Dude, it's a third T-70, here we go.
Well, he's going in for it. He'd take out the flak half track. The Raketin's being collapsed upon. That one's going to go down, but the P4 is the threat. Does get the killing blow onto one T-70, but the Zisses are now opening.
Legit, I was gonna say it as a joke and he builds another T-70. What a legend.
I mean, that's good. He gets the Raketin. Like,
Yeah.
that makes it worth it now because he's got 3 AT guns against a Panther. Good luck using that Panther.
Yeah, and the flak as well, so it was good. This Panther should be cancelled, right? Like, I don't think Luvnest needs it. I think there should be another Panzer IV. Or anything, really.
Or a Stuka, I think,
or
is what he'll
Stuka-
need.
Yeah, Stuka would be
Yeah.
even better. Stuka would be great here. Because taking down the flak and taking down the Raketin, and so many reasons not to go Panther now, but yeah, it gets completed.
He has
Luvnest
gone the
finished it
ISG,
off.
though. So the ISG is going to be really good versus the Zis guns and so forth. So maybe that's his plan, is to go the ISG route instead. Double ISG even could be effective. I mean, the Panther has more range, so it can poke away the T-70s without having to be as exposed against the AT guns, and it just has so much more health and armor, so you have a lot more freedom to play with. Look at the Soviet mines. The Panther could tag one of those. There are other Zisses nearby, but the thing is the Panther is so close to the hedges that he won't The disc guns won't have much of an arc for long before it gets out of the shot blockers.
I guess that's the other thing as well. Tagging a Soviet mine in front of 2 Zisk guns is a dead Panzer IV, but the Panther survives that most of the time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Engineers went down in the middle.
I get that it is the safer option. I don't know how you're catching all this. I'm trying to watch some sweet action. You're finding all the squad wipes. Stop building T70s, Barton. Stop it.
Careful, bro. Caster's curse.
Naughty.
What it sounds like to me.
Naughty Barton. You stop doing that. There are other tanks that you can build. Alright. Maybe he made a bet with a friend. It's like, I bet you can't win a game building nothing but T70 tanks. And Martin says, bro,
Oh, okay,
hold my beer.
Conscripts were on the south and you're down to build the Panther. The building is 1 shot away from dying. The Panther, I think, missed that shot, so the building wasn't collapsed.
Right. Still doesn't know about the mines down the south, though. The Panther hasn't tagged either of them yet. Luvnest still has this deep shoe mine in the middle in a good position. I don't think he has any more. No, he does. Luvnest has another really good shoe mine on the left side munitions point. That's quite deep. That could definitely kill a T70 if...
Oh, the P4! Oh my god! No, it does get the killing blow there. We are seeing Barton use the recon mode on his T70.
Yeah.
So he is getting great vision for his Zisk guns, especially because he has Vet 2 now. So you get an extra 40% sight during recon mode. So the Zisk guns have such a great time. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the stealth ability, the commander. That would be really good to have that.
That ISG was so far out of position in the middle. Right in the middle.
Well, you caught something that I didn't, so we're even.
Ah, very nice. I like it. Yeah, it was just... It was not in a good position. That being said, like, it was behind the heavy cover, but I don't think it was counting very well. It looked like the T70 shots were sliding in and exploding on the heavy cover on that side, even though the ISG was on the correct side of the heavy cover, but... does fall, and the Vol's going to recap. I don't know, why is Luvnest not recapping that? He doesn't have control over the middle, and he doesn't have control over this ISG. I mean, I guess he thinks that the T-70s don't have enough damage to take down the ISG shell before it gets recapped, but that's like a really weird play. You're just asking to get it stolen.
Yeah, or blown up. So the VP is finally being stabilized here for Barton. We actually saw Luvnest use the Valiant Assault, so that was giving his units extra firepower and mobility. I like seeing people actually use that ability. It's one of those abilities that is sadly largely neglected by most players. P4 on the hunt for a squad of conscripts though, and he may find it too. That's the issue with the relying on AT guns, is they are very immobile, but they are rotating up. They weren't that far away.
Yeah, Luvnest actually stops the Panzer IV a little bit late. Didn't get the last shot off. Was trying to get one more shot with the main gun, but failed to do so. Unfortunate. Trying to push this Panther back over a mine. 100% trying to push this Panther back over a mine. Okay, gets it.
But likewise, as we said earlier, I mean, the Panther's just too far back at base. No way he can actually kill that.
Yeah, the Zisk guns are too far out of position. I think maybe if one of the Zisk guns was closer, they could have gone for something, but they're both back at base, reinforcing / repairing. There's no way for Barton to punish that, which is a little unfortunate because that's 2 Soviet mines now that are out of position. So I think I did bump the mic the first time because it just happened again. So I think it's gonna. You keep casting.
Well, loses the T70 there. It is actually abandoned. Gets a Raketten shot there, followed up by a Volks Faust. Good luck trying to recapture this one. Needs to send more units here. Once again, using the Valiant Assault, so the Ober's going to be able to force away the Raketten, but it is stealthed. T70 taking some damage as well from the other Raketten. So, Luvnest having a great engagement there.
And I'm going to recast exactly what you just casted. Faust does go off, T70 going down 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 50. Yeah, Vol Squad also getting forced off, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. How are we looking? Over's
51,
also getting
bro.
Forced off. 33, 34, 35. I'll tell you when I get to 51. Good. So that was not a good time, man. I'm having a bad time with the old bumps. But that's fine. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54.
So what did you do?
I think I bumped the table and it bumped the mic, which then froze Company of Heroes 2. But that's just a guess. I'm
right.
throwing it out there. That potentially could be some reasoning. I think the a light breeze could knock down this garrison, and light breeze be damned, it's actually a Panzer IV that does it. Nice work from Barton jumping his conscript squad out of the way before everything collapses around their heads.
Well, another Zis gun being built. Barton's gonna have 4 AT guns.
That's not a T-70. What's going on?
Yeah, so he's not gonna go for a Tier 4 at all, it would seem. Looking to hunt down this. He's popped the Blitzkrieg as well, so he's on the chase. Oh, fires one last shot, but it does miss. Meanwhile, this Panther's just bouncing everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything on Barton's entire composition that can penetrate the Panther? I mean, this guns will probably have a good time. T-70's not so much.
Did they add an ability that, like, you pop it at Vet 2 and then just your Panther bounces everything? I just thought the Panther lost armor in this update.
Did it?
It got less reload, so it's like more damage heavy.
Right. Okay, I get you.
Which I think is a good trade. Like, it's gonna make it more consistent, which I prefer. Because the long reload but a higher armor Panther, I don't think was very fun.
Okay, Panther drives home in disgrace.
Double engineers are repairing these T-70s pretty quickly, which he needs. But I mean, they're repairing. Well, actually gets one T-70. I think he got blocked on the just too many T-70s in a small area, the traffic jam, as it were.
2 VPs compared to the one for Luvnest. Only 112 remaining for Barton, though. Yeah, having 2 of them stabilize the bleed. Yeah, I don't know about microing 3 T-70s in the same space. There's a lot going on there.
Look at all the veterancy on these AT guns as well. Even the Dushkas have some good veterancy to them. The P4 has to be careful. There's a lot of AT guns wanting his cookies.
They want his cookies, but
Yeah,
he wants to Dushka's life.
I don't know about going backwards. Let's see if he gets out. He pops the Blitzkrieg, so he should be fine. The cons, however, the cons can't pop Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, no, they can't. They could pop an Urari retreat. That's nasty pathing from Barton. Just kind of essentially just throws it away.
Man, if he landed that AT grenade, he could have gone in with the T-70 and tried to get a rear armor penetration.
Yeah, but no way.
The Panther blocked the retreat of the Volks.
I saw that.
Almost lost it because of that.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, how units will just drive in and just decide that there's no retreat path anymore.
Yeah. You can use it against your opponent sometimes as well.
I mean, tanks can path through tanks, but apparently infantry can't. So.
Yeah. 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 Oh, look, that T-70 clips the arc there for a little bit. And let's see how deep this T-70 dives. It may wipe the Raket in here, and that's a Vet 2 Raket, so it would be good to wipe it.
Yeah, probably worth going for. I mean, Barton has a lack of AT guns, so he could certainly use a new one. No, the Raket survives.
I didn't hear a Kappa.
What?
I did.
I didn't mean to put one in there, so...
Well, Barton has a lot of fuel now.
I mean, if he's not going to go tier 4, he needs more AT guns. Let's be honest. I don't know. Is 4 enough? Is 4 a full AT complement?
If I was to analyze his composition, I would say he's certainly lacking an anti-tank. He actually calls in another Dushka though.
Plus 2 T-70s, not 3 T-70s. You need the trinity of pathing blocks. Yeah, I don't know how many games we've seen go past 30 minutes without a medium tank. Not many.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's working. In part because it's all this Raket. And the P4 is looking for action. I think that's what Luvnest is looking for here, is a good base dive. Barton, I think, needs to get mines on the left side, otherwise the P4 could do something quite nasty. Like this just could go down to this P4. It's the fluke.
That's probably the most
Whoa, the P4 though.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a fair bit of damage from the side here. This guns are shaping up. They'll probably get another volley off. Yeah, they do indeed. And P4 out of control and dead. I was going to say, oh, okay, but maybe it's at the cost of the AT guns because some of these, the infantry is actually flanking. One of the AT guns has gone down. The Volts are going to be sprinting out after this Zis. Looks like a Dushka will be setting up. I think that'll get done in time. Yes. Dushka gets done in time. The Obers don't get range for the bundle because of the suppression. So everything will be forced off.
They actually may lose the Obers running through that Dushka arc.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's going to lose them.
The Dushka arc. Surely it's dead. Surely.
Wow.
Wow, it survives. That's nutty.
Okay, the Panther's taken so much damage from these AT guns. Didn't get a T70, but will get a lot of shots for his trouble.
Jeez. Feeding them
over. So what went down in the end? It was a P4 and a Zis, but the Zis didn't get destroyed or stolen. So in the end, it was a good trade there for Barton. The P4 didn't have enough munitions to pop his combat blitz. He may be able to keep it alive if he did that.
Yeah, I don't think then it would have because the P4 died well within the arc of those Zis guns. I think they would have got another volley off regardless.
It's a shame too because he needed that P4 against the Dushkas. The Panther won't do a lot. I think he had a bit of veterancy to it as well. He is going for his mechanized now, and he's got plenty of fuel. King Tigers are actually pretty decent versus AT guns because they just deflect so many shots and then just like one-shot the crew pretty quickly, or two-shot them at least. So it's sort of it's not what you'd expect necessarily. I mean, King Tigers, you really like they're pretty weak against tank destroyers now that tank destroyers are actually good, like SU-85s, Jacksons, Fireflies. That's where the King Tiger has a bad time. But against AT gun lines, I think it's fine.
There's a real lack of Soviet mines around the field. Considering how many munitions the Barton has, he really needs some more Soviet mines up. The thing with the composition as well, he's one bad engagement away from losing the game. Like, he loses a couple of T-70s, like, loses a couple of AT guns, and then just loses another 3 support weapons and all of the T-70s because there's just nothing supporting them. Every AT gun is like crucially important to Barton's composition. Just for the sake of my sanity, can he just build one Sherman so he doesn't lose the game? Dushka gets flanked. Dushka hasn't been amazing. I don't think they've really panned out for Barton. I think they've done fine, but yeah.
Well, the Dushkas prevent the Zis guns from just getting overwhelmed. You know, like we saw the Obers and the Volks, they would have you know, been able to destroy more of the Zis guns. Well, I actually lost a squad of Volks there. The T-70s are doing real damage, but the Dushkas are preventing Luvnest from just blobbing. Like, especially with Obers. If you have multiple Obers of squads of Obers with LMGs, you just like move up to Zis guns and you just annihilate them. You know, we do the bundle grenades, you got frangibles. Going for this many AT guns is very flimsy, but the reason why it's worked is because of the Dushkas have just provided so much safety, of course, as have the T-70. So I think they've worked well. Yeah, I mean, of course, the VP situation is a bit stressful, but I mean, he's in an okay spot now. The King Tiger may change things. Likewise, the Stuka may change things. So Luvnest, I think, as long as he doesn't make mistakes, he should be okay. But Barton always has the potential to just all in and just get some crazy wipes with the T-70s.
I guess my biggest point was, like, do you think they've done, like, really well, like, relative to how you think a Maxim would have gone in this situation, like Maxims? But I guess the faster suppression certainly, well, I guess the more damage is better. Do they have more suppression? They have more damage. I take it they have.
Yeah, more suppression. Yeah. I mean, Maxim suppression is kind of bad.
Well, so, yeah.
So, like, if there's 2 squads, they'll just run up to it. One will get suppressed, the other one throws an incendiary. Yeah. And you're like, okay, cool. Thanks, Maxim.
Yeah, so the consistent ability to suppress, and especially suppress grenading squads is quite important, so I appreciate that.
It also helped his early game versus the flak half track.
It's true, yes. Yeah,
the flak half track had to respect them a lot more.
Yeah, would have had way more use, and it did allow Barton to delay his tier 2. There's a conscript squad going down, and also the smoke getting called down by Luvnest.
The T-70s are attacking through the smoke, however. Dish is going to be setting up on the VP to cap that one. Maybe we'll see grenades from the Obers.
Yeah, the Obers are going to nade here, and look at the Dish is technically still within the with
Wow,
the smoke,
nice.
because that's 3 models down that will get wiped.
Yeah, good timing there. They actually threw an incendiary as well. So that one goes down. Raketten can blow that one up. Still hasn't captured the Ziskan back on the right side. But look how full this Raketten is. He's looking for a Panther to, you know, get wounded by a Zis, I think, and then, like, back over the Raketten.
Right, I see. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
He's on hold. No, he's on hold fire. He's not out of the arc. So the T-70 is getting blocked on each other. This is really important to avoid. He may lose that T-70 because of that.
Yeah, he needs
Oh
one
my
more
god,
shot
he's
from the
still
Panther.
blocked. He's still blocked by the other T-70, but it doesn't matter. The Raketten's doing so much damage.
Yeah, the Raketten actually started opening up there, so...
I think he had this gun's much to fight as well, because that went down really fast.
Yeah. Just to check our sync, where are you at?
42, 43, 44, 45.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, we often think we're out of sync because we're looking at different things.
Yes, I think that happens as well. So yeah, is this gun barrage in the middle falls off the oversold Darton?
I'm sort of, I expect we'll get a lot of comments from people that are like, oh, why are you casting replays? Just cast auto match with the replays, the auto match sync. I'm like, no, that'll suck. Because there's issues with that. It's like a half a second delay, and then we're going to cast rando games that'll probably suck. Like, the good thing about casting replays is you sort of just guarantee to get good games, as long as you're selective with the replays you cast.
Yeah.
We've just had issues this game because of, you know, you hitting your mic or whatever. Hopefully we'll refine the syncing a bit more.
Yeah, hopefully so. But we got lots of practice to be doing, but the fact that everyone gets to be in on our practice, that's keen.
I think that was the same Dishka, or maybe... Oh no, different Dishka, because Luvnest has one.
Yeah.
So Valiant Assault's popped. I think he wanted to really decrew that. I love how Luvnest is just constantly using this Valiant Assault.
Wow, is this going to be an overcap? I think it might be.
He could have frangibled to block the site.
Yeah, it could have done. There's actually a Vol squad. There was a Vol squad up here. There was like 5 models. Now it's capping the munitions as opposed to the VP. And Luvnest is going to be really accurate with his over clicks. He's tried to click just inside the edge of the VP, but had he accidentally clicked the Dushka, could have been in trouble. Like,
dude, the Obers are healing themselves on the VP. They're back at full health.
God. Balance! And it's actually a Stuka from Luvnest too. Even more potential support weapon wipes. Ah, there it is. 45 VPs remaining now for Barton, so he in his hour of desperation calls in the greatest unit in the Soviet arsenal, the T-70.
Yeah, of course. I bet 5 Raketten. I mean, that's pretty cool, but it does get hit by a Zis barrage. By the way, the suppression fire is now a manual ability. Well, he's salvaging the Dishka, but the T-70 is going to do so much damage to them. He will finish it though because they were moving.
Yes, salvage finishes. Another model gets dropped, and the T-70s are forced off. Sorry, the T-70s are forced to respond down to the south, forcing a false grenadiers. Did the vetted Raketten retreat? Yes, it did. Still 2 models on that one.
Ober's 1v1ing the Maxim because of the death loop.
Yeah.
Oh no, suppression comes through. Okay, the Stuka is fine. I'm guessing it's the middle, the Ziskan and the...
I would be going, over
T-70.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, supporting the Obers makes
AT guns on the side.
Makes the most sense there. I do like that. Ziskan almost gets wiped, but not quite. I think that was a really good barrage.
So we have a Vet 3 Raketten, but that's for the Soviets.
Does this gun just got wiped? I don't know what wiped it.
That's been nice, G.
Yeah, it might have been. I didn't see the shot come down, but it must have been. Oh no, there was a Vol squad. There was like a Vol squad like all the way back inside the base. No wonder. I was like, I swear I just saw bullets coming through. I'm like, where are the bullets coming from? Good job, Vol squad. So many wipes. Barton's losing heaps. But he has like 400 fuel. So that's an issue.
Oh, loses the vetted T-70.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's struggling for VPs. Only has 20 left. Luvnest still has all of his squads, including almost a vet 5 Obers. He's got, you know, vetted Panther. He's got the Stuka. So his Luvnest continues to have the composition that he needs. Barton, though, oh man, these T-70s are so close to dying all of the time. The Raketten's gonna get forced away. I mean, losing that Vet 3 Raketten would be a big deal. And the ISG, no, doesn't quite get the killing blow.
Yeah, I just want to see Barton tech, honestly. Like, I know it's 20 VPs, I get it.
Well,
but
he doesn't have the manpower now. It's too late to tech.
I mean, he was building a T70 though. He could have teched. Like, yeah. Like
with 21 VPs.
There's been an opportunity to go for another, go for a Sherman here, and he has decided not to do that. Like, yeah. I mean, if it's not now, then when does he go for it? I mean, like, how does he solidify his position with another T70 and a conscript squad?
Well, I think the problem is he's lost too many support weapons.
Right.
He's only 2 AT guns now. Still hasn't recruited that 3rd Zis. Well, 4th Zis even hasn't been recruited. And Luvnest has so many VPs. He can just wait until he eventually gets a money shot with a Stuka.
Yeah. And smoke in the middle. That's a good play. Yeah, I suppose going the cons and then recapping some of these support weapons might be the best play for Barton, trying to get a bit of hold on this. Get a better hold on his 2 VPs, and then, you know, if he has the resources tech, but
he will also have, he has conscript repair so that he can do that as well. Okay, the Vet 5 Raketten, they get made 2-shot the T70, but 3 T70s heads on, is able to take it out from the front. T70s, no, Faust gets a killing blow there. Panther's going to be firing as well at T70, so they have to back away, but I think we saw some wipes in the middle here. Dead Engineer squad.
Yeah, Combat Engineer also going down, so there's another Dushka, and I think this second NG will go down. That should just about spell the end of the game with no repairs on the field for Barton. That might be it. If
there's T70 as well, trying to 1v1 the Panther. Yeah. Stuka Barrage, I don't know how that one went, but not much left for Barton. Well, the T70 may survive that. Oh my god. Duke's behind the house in that little space that he had.
Take it that the T70 was going for a dive.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
Watching the middle, that was pretty crazy. So nice, capturing T70s. I guess that's good. T70s are technically capturing squads, right? Like, why are people building conscripts to capture when they could be building T70s?
Yeah. At least T70s don't have the crew repair anymore. They're not like fully self-sufficient.
Yeah, it's good.
The ISG also has decent damage versus these T70s. With how little health those T70s have, the ISGs could actually finish them off. And is he looking for a Zis barrage on the ISG? No, he backs away. Not sure what he was doing there.
Looked like a consideration, but I'm glad he backed away. That's just better timing. Obviously, there's going to be squads coming up from Luvnest fairly shortly, so... Bet 3 for one of our T70s. What a ledge.
Man, if only Barton had the crew repair ability, like if he was Soviet Industry, or those repair stations would be great.
Yeah.
Well, it does lose a squad of Volks. The T70s are going deep. Raketten may fall here, but the Panther's going to go back in, and it has full health. T70s, none of which have any health, but it could be another Volks wipe. Oh my god.
With that many T70 shots, it's undodgeable, and I think that's worth for Barton. 1 T70 for a couple of squads. That's capture pressure from Luvnest. It doesn't matter that he had the better composition. Squad wipes coming down.
Yeah, that was a very
spot.
late Panther. If the Panther went in earlier, he would have got 70 troubles. T70s can capture the left side as well, so maybe Barton's back in this game, given that he just wiped 3 squads, including a Raketten, which he needs to finish off. He has a close Raketten that he can use to blow it up.
Starting to have the manpower necessary to look to recapture these Zis guns as well.
Yeah, if he uses he has sight on his T70, so he probably can see the Raketten. If he was a little bit closer, he can see the Raketten and then just blow it up with his own Raketten. Another T70 being built for Barton. I mean, the Stukas can also finish off the wounded T70s, so you've got to be careful of that. It is available now. It wasn't available during that engagement, otherwise they probably would have fired it, because that would have been a really good shot. Oh.
Timing, though. Finds their Raketten as it's being capped. Good stuff, T70. Now up into Panther, however, and there's the Stuka, which I'm guessing is on this Raketten.
Oh, look at the engineers! Oh no! It went backwards and forwards and not backwards. He could have killed the engineers and the T70.
Yeah, that's fortunate for Barton. Actually, if he angled it right, he probably could have got the Raketten as well. If he angled it from the Raketten.
I'm sure he didn't know.
So yeah.
He wouldn't have had vision there, but gets
No,
the
no
Raketten
way.
down.
Yeah.
The Obers, they get forced away. I mean, the Raketten and a Panther may lose one of those T-70s. Going in with the wounded T-70, that could be a bad idea. Oh no, he missed the shot.
Yeah, actually
Yeah,
timed
I
it
mean-
really well.
Barton is playing certainly on the edge. He will use Luvnest will use the strafe airborne assault. It does both anti-infantry and anti-tank strafes, so that's really powerful.
I haven't actually seen a squad of Volshrooms this game, have we?
No,
Which is really surprising. Yeah. I think Volshrooms would be a great unit, but we just haven't seen them utilised by Luvnest.
doesn't have vision for the strafes.
No. So they're currently doing not much. Whole lot of not much. Surprised
Well,
that a T-70 hasn't gone to the left side VP and just sat there capturing it.
Yeah.
Capture moding.
So he may get vision with the cloak to Raketten. Because this is sort of a waste. Yeah, 200 munitions didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's still this deep shoe mine from Luvnest on the left side munitions point. So if a T-70 rotates that way, it's probably going to take the mine towards the victory point. This might actually be a bait from Luvnest. I think this is a bait.
Yeah, look at the right side cap. It uses a smoke there so the T-70 can't prevent the Volks.
T-70 on the left hand side looking like it's going to avoid the Volks. Avoid the shoe mine, sorry.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Well, the Volks got to be careful on the right side now because double T-70 in their face. He has neutralized the VP. He lost one VP during that, but it could be another squad of Volks going down, and they're bet 5. Panthers coming in. Maybe it'll be too late, though.
Get him,
The Volks do
T-70s.
survive.
Alright. I'm very disappointed. I thought the T-70s were going to get that one. Chasers have just been so effective. It's just 4 T-70s, the wipe potential is nutty. So one more T-70 now out of you, Barton. I'll have no Shermans. Nothing of the
He
sort.
hasn't stucked it in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be available, actually.
Now the Sturm is going to die. Wow, I'm surprised the Panther rotates off. Given he wanted to capture that VP, not having the Panther there seemed a little bit iffy. Okay, Con's going to... they retreat away from that bundle grenade.
Excellent.
I mean,
knowledge.
the Panther needs to be where he's capping a VP. He has a Raketten in the middle, but... I mean, I guess he knows the T-70s are on the right side.
Okay, this is going to cost a few VPs now for Barton, because Barton has nothing to respond to the left-hand side VP, so he's going to have to move to the middle. The left-hand side is going to get captured. There's the tick getting started.
He will get the right, but he'll lose 2 VPs for that. Maybe even a third one. T-70 is going to go for a big commitment, so once again, Luvnest sending a Volt squad away from his Panther.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing it at this point. It's just asking asking to get wiped by the T-70s.
It's so much manpower bleed when he has a massive fuel bank. It's so rare that OKW has this much spare fuel, but T-70s are going in. The Raketten set up, as is the Panther. One of these will go down for sure. Panther manages to avoid following AT gun fire, but no, the T-70's out of the arc. Panther is going back in, though. Doesn't get the wounded one, so no dead T-70s just yet. Targets it now. Stuka gets a deadly shot on the AT guns on the right side, and while the Sturm Pioneers advance.
This gun's still, sorry, the T-70's still alive in the middle from the looks of things. This gun's going to be going down. The Raketten's going to be going down. So the supporting AT has now fallen for Barton, even with the T-70 still alive. Middle is getting recapped, but 6 VPs now for Barton. Currently no ticking with the middle getting captured by him.
Double Panther, and there's only one AT gun. He recruited the Raketten, but he's directly in front of the Panther. No pin tool on the other Panther, but the Raketten is just so squishy here, it will go down. This gun is still going to be firing as well, but... Wait, how is this Raketten still alive? What the hell?
Sorry, no, it went down, it got recaptured, and now it's still alive. I have no idea.
No, yeah, I know that,
So,
but
yeah.
the fact that none of those machine guns killed it.
Yeah.
The cons in the middle gonna capture the... No, they died. Valiantly failed.
Thought they were going to
Raketten
stroll
gets
past
wiped.
the Obersol button as well, but unfortunately not.
So that should be the GG here. Barton has nothing left. A whole lot of nothing. Volk's gonna be getting some wipes there.
Infantry has been killed.
Wow.
Yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
once Luvnest had the double Panther, I mean, there was really no way Luvnest was gonna lose that with the Stuka against the AT guns. That was the key play, is that both of the AT guns were set up to engage the Panthers. In the Stukas land, you just got a nasty volley, and the Stern Pioneers finished off those wounded AT guns.
Yeah, nutty good play.
And
That's the thing, like I said,
overs.
it takes so little for Barton's entire composition to just collapse in on itself.
Yeah.
It just starts losing everything, because as soon as like 1 point fails, the rest of the points fail as well.
Yeah.
Like Zis guns go down to the Stuka barrage, all the T-70s start falling, but still very well played by Luvnest, getting the Panthers in the right positions to capitalize on that. Vet 5, OKW Panther. That's one hell of a late game.
It didn't matter that he lost those squads because he needed the pop cap a bit later on anyway. I mean, the game isn't over just yet. Still has T-70, still has AT guns.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also more to be recaptured.
While there are
Yeah,
T-70s,
it's actually-
there are always hope.
There's back at 3 AT guns now. Vet 5 Panther too, that's pretty impressive. More sight range when stationary, more accuracy when moving, Vet 5. The MGs are doing so much damage as well. Well, what a game.
Yeah. Yeah, what a game.
And also, Luvnest, he had another trick up his sleeve, and that was the strafe. You know, using the strafes against AT guns and Zis guns and so forth. That also could have won him the game during in a crucial engagement.
Good guy Barton throws everything into the middle VP to end the game. That was good, man. T-70's my fighter penetration, one of these Panthers.
The Panther has 6 vehicle kills.
Really? Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, look at it. 6 vehicles destroyed. GG. Wow.
GG. Okay, that was a good game. And that's why you tech, guys. There's T-70s are great, Barton, but other units are good too. I definitely think there were stages there where Barton could have teched.
Yeah, having
points.
I
There
don't know
must have
about
been points where he could
Shermans,
have
but
teched.
certainly an SU-85 would have been really good because we've seen that happen where AT guns just get nuked by artillery, and you know also strafes and obers and stuff. Whereas when you have an SU, it's a lot more dependable, especially on a map like this where you have a few locations where the SU is just really good. You know, in the middle, you put mines on the left, you can't really flank it. And then the SU is going to prevent the Panther from doing anything. It has the range advantage over the Raketen, so it's kind of hard to use the Raketens against the SU. And I mean, that could have worked really well. Maybe, like the T-70s, they did well in the mid game, but they sort of reached a certain point where, you know, 5 T-70s, like, yeah, you can kill squads, but you can't kill Panthers.
Yeah, there's just absolutely nothing you can do against the Panthers. Barton could have done with a lot more mines as well, but yeah.
And you can win the VP game by just spamming light tanks like that.
Yeah.
But he was always behind in VPs through the entire game, so that was never really an option for him. But maybe it was just a stall tactic because he knew that he was so close to losing on VPs. But either way, maybe it was just a troll. It's sort of Barton.
Hard to know with Barton. Yeah.
I mean, it was a fun game to watch, and he did play very well with it. I think.
Yes,
So
yes,
GG well
I
played to
agree.
Barton, and GG to Luvnest, of course, playing a very consistent game as he normally does.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining the International Gentleman in today's Shoutcast. It's been a pleasure having you with us. If you're enjoying the content, please do consider backing on Patreon. Will enable us to keep doing this. You just have no idea how much string it takes to get so like Callum took his tin can over, I've got my tin can here, but like the cost in string to get something across the ocean all the way to America, and like the backup piece of string as well, shit's expensive. So like we
We may need to invest in some walkie-talkies.
Yeah, something, man. I don't know. It's just not working out. But yeah, cheers guys, appreciate it.